Hello, my wonderful friends. It's Sunday evening and it will be posted as usual in the morning. And I want to show you the blouse, my favorite blouse. It's my little Vivi, kind of. So I'm competing with Steve Bannon. He has to wear two shirts at once to compete with my closet. I'm just wearing one shirt usually, so that way he has advantage. I was telling my husband, he's wearing two shirts with the collar. No way. I said, yes. So his closet must be bigger than mine, but his days are not too many days ahead of him of freedom, so probably that's the reason he is trying to wear those shirts all the time. And I have to remind you that this channel is for entertainment only, and it's not Trump friendly. So if you like him, bye-bye. I'm spreading the cards, so I will be answering your questions. And I have only questions from the last video. Sterling Ross, he said that Ivanka, it's not real name, official name for Ivanka is Ivana. Yes, for me it's Violetta, official, but Viola is unofficial. Everyone was calling me that name, Viola. It was too much to call Violetta. But at the office, it is, even when I was working in the offices, different places, everyone was calling me Pani Violu, Mrs. Viola. So that one is raw rate and is saying any possibilities of foul play with Ivana, blunt force trauma to her torso. So I closed my eyes and I saw a neighbor. We were living in the old villa. The Germans built that villa in 1904, and after the war, a lot of people were moved from now Ukraine, but that time was Poland, so a lot of Polish people were moved to this area where I'm from Wrocław. And whatever house was available, people were occupying, and I just got a message from one lady. She said, I'm from the same place as you are, from Wrocław, and I was living with a bomb, and her house was on the corner, and there was half of the wall taken away. We are not making those stories. And thank you so much, Maria, for telling me that. So yes, things happen. And because it was beautiful villa before the war, it had red carpet. My parents were not that lucky, so they got third floor. But under us, there was an old gentleman with his wife, and it was red floor and red carpet. Because there was less traffic on our floor, so the carpet was in a better shape than the lower floors. And the carpet was held by metal rods connected to the rings. Actually, I was unscrewing later on those rings that were left over, and I was playing with them with the rings. They were made out of brass, and the rods were brass, and the carpet was red. When I saw this yesterday, that reminds me that one older gentleman. He was German, so he didn't want to move out, so he stayed in Wrocław. His house was completely destroyed during the war, so he moved to this villa before it was occupied by Count. So, it was nice. Not too nice. The last floor was not too nice because we owned we had the floor that it was for stuff, but that's okay. It was a roof over the head, and this gentleman who was living under us, Mr. Karbat, once he felt. He went to hospital, that much I knew. I was a kid, and now when I'm thinking, I never saw him. I just saw his wife later on. No one told me what's happened to him, but I knew that he fell down on the stairs. So my mom was telling me, we have to take that carpet away because it's dangerous, blah, blah, blah. Stairs are dangerous. So many people are killed each year. And if someone is in old age, if you can afford for those lifts, the Acorn is advertising them in Canada. We have flat floor, but we have a basement that I had to go to do laundry, and we have rooms over there. So yes, it's happened. And that's what I saw this as an answer. And I think she got the call from above, and that's what's happened to Ivana. But I will pull 3 more cards to see. Even I pulled before. And poor Ivana, she was not going out too much. She was hiding in her apartment for the last 2 years because she was probably germophobic like Trump, and she was afraid of COVID. She will start a new adventure above. She loved him. She always felt that she was the first wife and she was the only wife. She never wanted to admit that. So from above, she is sending that message that I'm the first wife. Melania didn't like that, but they married because they were in love. He didn't have to marry her. She was not pregnant and she was not rich. He married her because he loved her. And Ivana, the first husband she married in Austria, was just marriage because she wanted the passport. So she was capable of marriage, to have marriages 4 times she was married for different reasons. Max 2248. Okay, oh no, this is a little bit later. Sheila White. She remembers my old video with Leszek. That was 2 and 3 years ago, I think, about Butina, Maria Butina. And on the last video I was saying Putina, BP. So now I'm sorry for that. And he was asking me who she is, and I saw that telescope. And Sheila is saying, it was the time when Russian operatives were being arrested or ordered out of the country. So many people were sent out. Looks like the CEO of Overstock was a target. And his name is, okay. Okay, it will come. So he was dating Butina for 3 years. He's now 66 and she's 33. 2 times her age. No, 1 second. I don't want to lie. Okay. He is 59, sorry, not 66. He is 59, and his name is Patrick Byrne. That's the way you pronounce Byrne. And he is ex-CEO of Overstock. And she was a spy. Was she involved with it? Why she was dating much older guy, that much older? Okay. So do you have any sense of how widespread this Russian effort is, and how is Maria Butina those days? And when I was checking how that spying web is spreaded in USA, actually I even saw towards Australia, so it's all over the world. It's not only USA, and it's like jellyfish. You can see it. It's so, you have to really pay attention to see it. It's extremely poison, especially in Australia. It can kill people. But when I was a kid and on the Baltic Sea, I wanted to play because it's easy to catch and it's such a jello looking. It was, my mom told me, don't touch it because you will have rash and it can sting you. So when she was not looking, I was touching, and then I had some rash on my face. So this is widely spread. When I was doing some research about jellyfish, it is different stages. So it's about 5 stages that you can catch the jellyfish. So not easy to figure out who is spying, who is in that web of spies, and they are making some umbrella over those people who are choosing invisible umbrella, because the jellyfish looks like kind of umbrella creature. They want everyone who is in the power. If they can, they will send a woman, even they would like them to be married with the spy, so they can make good choices for Russia. The cards are saying it's not me. And Christina, different question. I will put some cards back. Yeah. Obama, when he was leaving office, he kicked out so many Russians that just a few days before he left office, White House, so he was aware how widely they are spreading. And when I was watching about Bannon program, Bannon is doing Putin's job all over. He wanted to make a mess in Europe as well. Christina Hoffman. Why are Rupert Murdoch, owner of Fox News, Fox TV, and newspapers in Australia and in England, very, very rich guy. His ex-wife was apparently a spy, so he wrote ad about her being suspected to be a spy, and in his newspaper, so she was, even they were divorced, he still has feelings for her. I just said that they make them to marry, but this one, she is Chinese, so it's not only Russians who are doing these things, as well Chinese people can do. And that last ex-wife, She was even involved with Mr. Blair, Prime Minister of England. His marriage nearly ended up because of that scandal. Her and Murdoch marriage went into the garbage because of that. But now we are talking about why are Rupert Murdoch and Jerry Hall, ex-wife of Mike Jagger. We don't have to introduce Mike Jagger, anyone. Really getting divorced. Is it because of his dying and his sons want to keep his money for the family? They were 6 years married, not a big splashy wedding. I remember I was watching that on news. She is 66 and Morduch is 91. It was a love for the money, but we don't know. And yes, his kids want her out from the driver's seat. It's like she's in the driver's seat and they are pushing her out. That was my vision. So they don't like her to go to be there. They are standing and holding to the safe. That's the visions that I had, and I think very much the way Christina Hoffman is seeing this. Yes, she is. Her name is Jerry Hall. She was the one who went to court to the lawyer for divorce. She's not completely sure that she wants that divorce, but she's taking chances. She thinks that Murdoch will stand up and protect her. Good luck, girl. But maybe, because the cards are saying that there is some chances that she might not, that his family might not get what they want. Maybe he will take her chance. She tried to be a very good wife, that's for sure. Okay. M.R. Melnar Al-Ziga. Sorry if I'm messing up. What does the future look for China? Will it achieve the same status as North Korea, or will the population revolve? Not like North Korea. These people had far more freedom than North Koreans. I'm meeting people from China coming to my store and buying antiques. Whatever is related to Chinese culture, they want to buy it. And the price, I sold one cup and saucer for $59, which usually cup and saucers goes for $14. So, but it was Chinese and I knew it's old. So that and different things, but I'm just giving you as a sample. So it is something that they want to preserve the culture. They want to rebuild the status of China, because everything after Mao Zedong came to power, everything what was related to the high class was destroyed. So people will rebel. You are correct. And after that, there will be chaos, trouble, a lot of blood will. But people are starting rebelling already because the banks are freezing their assets. So, and after those quarantine, a lot of people lost businesses, a lot of people are without work. So there is a boiling point in China already. But I saw much more drama eventually, and after that it will stabilize and it will be very, I will pull 3 cards. Eventually everything will be in control, secure by money, secure, but a lot of people will lose power. You see this, he has a chain over here. So some will be, people are talking. They are connecting with each other and they are talking, and they would like to change the Xi for someone else. So they would like to have some younger version of the president of China. They are not happy with those restrictions. For 2 months they couldn't leave the house, and no matter what they could, yeah, that was even too harsh for their conditions, for their obedience. Max 2248, thank you so much. I know I'm reading that name quite often. My dog. Okay, so now it's time for remedies. Excuse me. My doctor said no more pickle juice, too much sodium, bad for kidneys and blood pressure. And Talma YBA, sorry. She just came back from South France, Spain, and Italy. Be aware, make copy of your documents. Yes, it's hard to believe that people are observing tourists, and tourists are vulnerable. They can be from Europe, but as long as they are tourists, they can have some problems. So, it is something that you have to be aware about, and make always double the picture of documents. One with you in the suitcase in the hotel, and another one leave at home, so for someone who can, if you will call, they can give you your credit card number and so on. And don't wear backpack. I never thought that would be a problem, but yes, with the sharp knife they can cut off and run with it faster than you can imagine. So probably don't go out of protected area like beaten path. Yeah, stay where the tourists are going, because there is always bigger chances the police will be there. Those are the advices. And about magnesium, so many of you told me to take magnesium. Last night I took magnesium, and I remember my mom was always telling me, take magnesium with sugar or with chocolate. So I choose chocolate. Yes, somehow sugar is better absorbed if you have chocolate, and I'm going to take in the evening. I have to take potassium, so I will take potassium in the morning and calcium in the evening. Thank you so much. But I got 2 very interesting answers about the cramps in legs. Maria and Janet. Janet Noble, and Maria, I can't say it because it was on my email. Janet, both of them are saying about pinching part of your body. Maria wants me to pinch nose between the nostrils when I have cramps. I will try it. Doesn't hurt. And Janet, pinch your hand between fingers. So, those 2 fingers you can pinch yourself. And I heard that there is something else as well related to some remedies. In Chinese culture, this is some point that when you have headache, I think that's where you want to press those 2 nerves somehow, those 2 points. So I don't remember completely because it was a long time ago and I don't have headaches, so that's another thing. And another remedy for people who have, since we are talking about headache, since I'm talking about headache, If you have migraines, I said that long time ago, but not everyone who is watching the same videos. Put 2 buckets of water, one with very icy water, put the ice cubes, so when you put your hands, you hardly can hold it. And then another one with very hot water, hot enough that you can put your hands in it, but not for too long. And do the magic, switch from one to another. The shock in the brain will do the job and you will lose your migraines. Leszek, once my oldest son was preparing for exams, and him and one girl were doing some projects at the college, and she was not able to come for the last 5 days, and he was worried. He said, I have to be with her because I'm losing. Can you help, Mom? So I said, bring her here, and on your way back, buy ice cubes. So he got that, and she was shocked. 15 minutes later, she was able to work, and she was fine, and she said she was sitting at home with black windows because she was so depressed from the pain. Doesn't cost, like the lady who sent me the remedy about allergies, the honey and ginger, dry ginger, the powdered ginger, 2 spoons of powdered ginger covered with honey mix, just a little bit, 3 times, 4 times a day. I'm doing more because I like sweet stuff. But I'm not coughing. I'm not really coughing like I was bad that way. Okay, where is my book? I want to do prayers for safety of everyone, for you guys to be successful, healthy, strong, independent, and happy. I got today in the comments section, one lady said that she bought herself some bracelet and some earrings, rings. Treat yourself sometimes. Give yourself, even for 25 cents on a garage sale, something that will give you the uplift, taste, good taste, my mom was saying, is priceless. If you have a good taste, you always will look good. If you have bad taste and you are following to pay the highest price, it doesn't help you. You have to like what you are buying and treat yourself with something that will uplift your sense of happiness. Don't overwork yourself. I remember when I let myself to have too many readings. For 2.5 months, I was working and working and working from 11 to 9 o'clock, one reading after another. I was exhausted. Eventually, I said, I'm so broken. But I finished all the readings. 2.5 months later, I said, no more. I have to have breaks between the readings. I can't, be in that speed. But it was Leszek's idea that we will do the promotion, and I was overbooked. So now I'm not doing promotions, and I'm fine. I'm happy to do as many as I can, and I know if I found that is too many, I'm capable of controlling that. Sorry, but that's the way my life is now, more about loving myself. And you have to love yourself to be in good spirit for others. And I love you guys. Stay positive, stay happy, stay healthy. See you next time. And next time we'll be with Cheryl again on Wednesday. See you then. Thank you.